Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rally. It feels like a while since I've made a video in this spot, but here we are, and it is time to talk about Rally Finland, one of the most exciting events of the year and one of the most famous on the WRC calendar, so there is lots to look forward to this week. We have 307 kilometers coming up, 20 stages. We kick off on Thursday evening with 2.5 kilometers around the Gazoo Super Special stage. Friday is 117-ish kilometers over 10 stages. There's another visit to Gazoo at the end of Friday. Saturday is the longest day of the rally, nothing unusual there, 142 kilometers and 8 stages. And then Sunday, strangely, is just 2 runs through Rovanpera, just 48-ish kilometers, just under, I think. Bit of a weird one, that new format for this year. I think there was 4 stages last year. Not sure how I feel about just 2 stages on a Sunday. 48 kilometers doesn't really seem like enough to me, but there we are. At least it's a good stage. Rovanpera is obviously a thriller and the most famous of Finnish stages. Rally is, as always, based out of Jyväskylä. The weather forecast is looking a little bit mixed, mid to high 20s from what I can see, but there is a little bit of rain potentially in there, so that is going to be interesting in terms of road cleaning and all that jazz. In terms of the competitors, I am going to start with Rally 2 for once, because I usually leave that until the end, but as our WRC 2 leader actually won Rally Estonia, Oliver Soulberg, of course, making his debut for the Toyota team in their Rally 1 car. A fine performance, but I think we've talked about that enough. He is back down to reality this weekend, back in the Yaris Rally 2, and he will not have it easy in Finland. Obviously, he will want to reassert himself in that category and defend his championship lead, but there is a strong entry there. We have Johan Rosell, Leo Rosell as well, Gus Greensmith, Romet Jurgensen, Nikolai Gryazin, Emil Lindholm, Robert Verves, and even Jari-Matti Latvala is making another appearance in the Rally 2 Toyota. So there will be lots and lots of people for Soulberg to keep an eye on. Very strong field there, as you would expect in Rally Finland. Obviously, everyone wants to win that one. I think Soulberg might come out on top, though, even though he's leading the field. Obviously, he'll have the Rally 1 cars ahead of him, but I think this should be, I'm not going to say an easy one. Finland is never easy for anyone, but for me, I think Soulberg is the man to beat there, and I think on a high from last time out, he will definitely come out on top this time as well. At the top of the field, then, we have Ott Tanak. He is opening the road for the first time this year, as he now leads the championship by 1 point after he continued his good run of form, didn't he? In Estonia, finished second, obviously denied the win by Soulberg, but is doing very well indeed, and is probably the form driver in Rally 1 right now. Can he win the rally? Yes, I think he can. Road cleaning is obviously not as pronounced on these faster gravel events, and I think he is very, very capable indeed of winning that one. Of course, he will have Elfyn Evans behind him, who will be very, very keen to make up for his recent dip in form, and he actually crashed out of Finland last year, so he has something to prove, a previous Rally Finland winner, and will be looking to get back on top of the standings. Can he win this one? I think if Evans won this rally, it would be a huge statement. I think maybe he could do with a bit of a statement right now. I think he has started to look like he's struggling. Obviously had that difficult run with the rougher events, Acropolis, Sardinia, etc. It would have been nice to see a little bit more from him last time in Estonia. Didn't seem to have it. Will he have it here? I'm not so sure he will, but I think he definitely needs to get himself on the podium if he wants to keep himself in the championship fight, maintain momentum, and not let Tanak get a clean break. Who else have we got? We have Sebastian Ogier. He is back for this one, isn't he? I didn't think he would do Finland, but he has decided to do it. He obviously won it last year. Could he win it again? Yes, obviously, though I think he was maybe has had fortune on his side a couple of times recently, hasn't he? But I mean, he's very capable, isn't he? It's not his favourite rally. I don't think he will win it on pure pace, but I think he could get lucky. He is very good at getting lucky because he just makes sure he's in the right place, doesn't he? They say that you don't make your own luck, but you make your own odds, and I think Ogier is very good at making his own odds by being in the right place and driving within his limits and being there when others fall off the road. Speaking of people falling off the road, Rovanpera, he did fall off on the penultimate stage last year and has yet to win his home rally. Is he going to win it this year? I don't think he is. I think he is still struggling with the tyre and just not quite back in the groove. Obviously at Estonia, his pace wasn't incredible. He did win the power stage, but that was about the best of it. And he was playing down his chances, very much playing down his chances for Finland this week. So I don't know. I hope that he will find a bit of momentum and find a way to make the tyres work a little bit better and rediscover that form that has obviously made him such a sensation. But will he win? I'm not sure he will, but I don't know. Hopefully he'll be in the mix. It'd be nice. He's obviously got good road position, starting in fourth spot, and it would be nice to see him fighting at the front and getting himself back into that championship fight. But I'm not convinced. Who else is in consideration? Neuville finished second last year, didn't he? He could be a contender. This has not traditionally been a great event for Hyundai, has it? But obviously in Estonia, they showed reasonable pace and they seem to be happy with the improvements that they've made to the car. And they did have a few car problems in Estonia, so maybe that will help Neuville. Similarly with Formeau, he was third last year, so a good result for him last time. There was obviously some issues last year with Rovanpera crashing out, Evans crashing out, that did perhaps help Hyundai last year. We might not see that this time. So it's a tricky one to call this, isn't it? You know, obviously we've got M Sport as well. There's one person I want to miss who's not at M Sport. I want to mention Sami Pajari, and that is because after Estonia and Soulberg's fine results, Sami Pajari might feel that he needs to lay down a bit of a marker at home. Obviously, people have been talking a lot about Pajari and about Soulberg, and I was surprised. So I did a video last week talking about who is in danger potentially after Soulberg's Estonia win. I was surprised at the number of people that mentioned Pajari. I did not expect that many people to suggest that he could lose his seat. I don't think that will happen. He is well embedded in that team, but I am sure he will want to make a bit of a statement and remind people why he is there. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of a push from him in terms of pace on home roads. M Sport, let's get back to them quickly. Sesks is back, isn't he? Martin Sesks is back for M Sport. He is obviously going to be the potentially fastest man in that team and has not had the best season. Will he do something here? I don't know. I think this is a tricky event, isn't it? Obviously, it can go very wrong if you push too hard. So I think he will finish fastest of the Pumas, provided he doesn't have any issues. Certainly ahead of Monster and McAleen, who's very much on a learning journey. So I think it's safe to say that if he doesn't have any issues, he'll be the fastest Puma. But will he trouble the top guys? I'm not sure he will. One I haven't mentioned in Rally 1 is Takamoto Katsuta. He was the man that definitely came out on top in terms of people that saying that a driver is in danger because of Soulberg. I think that is probably true, despite his nationality favoured by his paymasters. Obviously, they want a Japanese driver in that team. I'm not sure what to say about Katsuta at the moment. Things are not really gelling, are they? He has not had the best season, very much up and down. So we'll see what happens there. I don't think he's a threat for the win by any means. So after a very, very quick run through of who is who, it's time to make a prediction, isn't it? Time to make a prediction. I think that, should I go wild card? I'm going to go a bit wild here. I'm going to go wild with my prediction. I think that Elfyn Evans is going to win the rally. I think he's going to bounce back and surprise everyone. I think Ott Tanak is going to finish third. You thought I was going to say second, but I'm going to put him third because I think Sébastien Ogier, excuse the car horn, maybe they're upset with my decision, because I think Sébastien Ogier is going to finish second. So my top three is Evans, Ogier and Tanak. Do let me know yours below. I'm very interested to hear your predictions. Otherwise, I think it is just the usual housekeeping. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me over on socials. And other than that, I will see you next time.